Let's be honest, the biggest excuse people use to avoid doing the work: I don't have time. I used to say this all the time. I'm too busy, I have work, I have school, I don't have time for the gym, for reading, for chasing my goals. But you know what I realized? It was all a lie. The problem wasn't that I didn't have time. The problem was that I wasn't making time. And today we're gonna expose that lie and destroy it, so you can take control of your time, your habits, and your future. Bruh, let me tell you something that changed my entire perspective. Every single person on this planet, whether it's Elon Musk, The Rock, or some random dude wasting his life, gets the same 24 hours in a day. The difference isn't time, it's priorities. You say you don't have time for the gym, but you spend 3 hours on your phone. You say you don't have time to read or learn new skills, but you binge watch Netflix every night. You say you don't have time to work on your dream, but you somehow know everything about every new video game or TV show. Be real with yourself. It's not about time, it's about what you choose to do with it. The truth is, you already have enough time to become great, but you're wasting it. And today, we're gonna fix that. Let's break this down. Most people wake up and immediately go on their phones. They scroll, check social media, waste 30 minutes before even getting out of bed. Then they go through their day, working, eating, doing whatever, complaining about how busy they are. But at the end of the day, they spend 2 to 4 hours watching Netflix, gaming, scrolling, TikTok, or just laying around. And they say, I wish I had more time. Bruh, if you cut out the useless distractions, you would have more time than you know what to do with. The average person spends 3 hours a day on their phone, 4 to 6 hours watching TV or gaming, endless time procrastinating on simple tasks. There's over 30 plus hours a week that could be spent working on yourself. Imagine how much better your life would be if you used that time to build something real. Think about this. If you just took one of those wasted hours every day and put it into something productive, that's 365 hours a year. That's 15 full days of work on your goals. Imagine what you could achieve in that time. So don't tell me you don't have time. You have it. You're just choosing not to use it. And let me tell you something even scarier. You're not just wasting your time, you're wasting your life. Every hour that goes by, you're getting older. You don't get that time back. Now, I want you to imagine this for a second. You're 60 years old, still waking up to an alarm you hate, still dragging yourself to work, still struggling to pay bills, just trying to keep your family afloat. No free time, no holidays, no retirement in sight because you can't afford it. You've spent decades grinding for a paycheck that barely covers your expenses. You look around and life is nothing like you imagined. You thought things would get easier, but they didn't. You traded your youth, your energy, your dreams for this. And the worst part, you realize it didn't have to be this way. You had the chance to change. You had time, but you wasted it. And now all you can do is watch as another year passes, another decade, still working, still struggling, still trapped. Bruh, this isn't just some nightmare. This is the reality for millions of people in their 30s, 40s, 50s, even 60s and 70s. People who spend their whole life thinking, I'll figure it out later, until there was no later left. So let me ask you, are you okay with that being your future? Are you okay waking up at 60 realizing you wasted your best years? Are you okay with struggling for the rest of your life because you were too distracted, too lazy, too scared to make a change when you had the chance? Or are you gonna do something about it right now? Because if you don't, time won't wait for you, and before you know it, it will be too late. So today's challenge is simple. Track your time. Take control of your day. Here's what you're gonna do. Number 1, audit your day. Write down everything you do for the next 24 hours. Every time you pick up your phone, every time you watch a video, every time you waste time, track it. you'll be shocked at how much time you're throwing away. 2. Set non-negotiables. Pick 2 or 3 things you must do for today, no matter what. Gym, reading, working on a skill, set them in stone. Treat them like a job. 3. Eliminate the BS. Delete apps if you have to. Set screen limits. Put your phone in another room. Do whatever it takes to remove distractions. And when your brain tries to make excuses, remember, you're not too busy. You're just prioritizing comfort over progress. And that ends today. Listen, you only get one life. And every second that passes is a second you will never get back. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. Do you want to be proud of how you spend your time? Or do you want to look back and realize you wasted years doing nothing? Because that's what's at stake. Every day you waste, every hour you throw away, it's time you will never get back. You could be leveling up, but instead you're standing still. And listen, I know breaking these bad habits is hard. I get it, I used to struggle with this too. But the only way to break free is to start now. The first few hours will feel weird. Your brain will crave the distractions. You'll want to reach for your phone, turn on the TV, do anything except the work. Look at yourself. Seriously, take a good look. How many hours have you wasted? Mindlessly scrolling, watching people who don't even know you exist, living lives you wished you had? And what have you gained from it? Nothing. Your goals, still just dreams. Your potential, wasted. And every second you keep scrolling, every time you say, I'll start tomorrow, you're making a choice. A choice to stay weak, to stay stuck, to stay exactly where you are. You weren't born to be a spectator in your own life, but that's exactly what you've become. Just another person watching from the sidelines, while others build, grow, and achieve. You feel it, don't you? That frustration, that emptiness, that self-hate when you realize another day has slipped through your fingers. But instead of changing, you numb yourself with more distractions, more cheap dopamine, more escapism. But guess what? Reality doesn't care. Time doesn't care. And if you keep waiting, life will leave you behind. You think you have all the time in the world, but every moment you waste is a moment you will never get back. The clock is ticking, and while you're stuck scrolling, someone else is grinding, building their future. The harsh truth, no one is coming to save you. No one is going to slap the phone out of your hand, drag you out of bed, and force you to chase your potential. You have to do it yourself. And if you don't, then accept that this is it. This is your life, a cycle of regret, wasted time, and unfulfilled dreams. But if that thought makes you sick, good, use it. Get up, take control. Because every second you hesitate, you're choosing to stay the same. And that should terrify you. But that's the test. And if you can push through that resistance, if you can prove to yourself that you control your time, not the other way around, you'll gain something most people never will. Freedom. The freedom to build the life you want, the freedom to chase your dreams, the freedom to wake up every morning knowing you're in control. And that starts with this challenge. So here's your mission. 1. Track your time for the next 24 hours. Write down everything. Find out where your time is going. 2. Cut out the distractions. Delete the apps. Turn off the TV. Stop making excuses. 3. Commit to using your time wisely. Just today, do something that pushes you forward. And I want you to drop a comment below and tell me what you're committing to so that I can hold you accountable. And just like yesterday, I challenge you to pick one thing and commit to it for the next 24 hours. No more I don't have time, no more excuses. Because if you don't take control of your time now, someone else will. I'll see you on day 3. Let's get it.